Good morning. I'm going to give you a tour of the ship of the Margaritaville at Sea Islander. As you can see, it's decorated for Halloween. We are on the ship in October, so that makes sense, does it not? Okay, we're going to start off on deck 2. I'm at the very front of the ship, forward. This is the Stars on the Water Theater. This is deck 2. The theater occupies deck 2, 3, and 4. It's also known as Coral Reef Lounge on deck 1. Deck 1 shares cabins, and I think that's the only other venue on deck 1. It's like a comedy club. So here we come into the far side of the world. Well, let me show you to the left here is the Far Out Arcade. And here is the far side of the world. There's a lot of karaoke. I don't think this is the actual piano bar, even though there's a piano here. There is a lot of entertainment goes on in this lounge. It's also a dance floor, so take that as it may. Love this sign. Hocus Pocus. This is a cool fellow at the bar here. Okay, we'll continue on towards the midship. So I'll show you the sign here. We're leaving the far side of the world. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of cool decorations for Halloween. Now we're entering the Margaritaville Casino. Good morning. So no one's in here now because it's like just after 6 a.m. this morning. So not a lot of people up. It was a late departure from Key West last night, so a lot of people were up late. There was a lot of things going on. But you can see some of the machines in the casino here. So we're going to enter towards the flip-flop atrium. This is I guess you would consider the art gallery. Most ships have those. Well, I guess there's an art auction today, as you can see. So you can bid on art to take home with you if you want. Here is a calendar of the events for the sailing for the week. So this is a very, very cool area. I'll go ahead and show you the sign for Flip Flop Bar. If you've watched any other tours of the Islander, this will be familiar to you. That's the porch swing that does not move. It does not swing, in other words. And this is a cool feature on the left side here of an interesting seating area. And I'll span around the bar. You can see the Halloween decorations and the famous flip-flop, or as our Aussie cruise director ZJ calls it, a thong. She says they do not use the word flip-flop in Australia. And across the way is guest services. And beside that is the excursions desk, if you can see that over there. I'll zoom in a little bit. All right, let's continue on. This section we're entering is the Hemisphere Bar. If you're familiar with Carnival ships, it's similar to the Alchemy Bar. It does not open till 5 p.m. And when it does open, it becomes extremely crowded. There's a corner section here for music entertainment, which is usually very good. Okay, so we're entering the aft of the ship. This is the Finn's Dining. This is the included MDR. They do breakfast and dinner here. So this deck 2, is for all guests. Deck 3 is an upper level called the Islander, as we will see. It is for, my understanding, it's for suite guests. I do believe they share the same menu, however. One of the main differences is deck 2 is no tablecloths, deck 3 is white tablecloths. So there's the Islander dining room entrance. Okay, so we are entering the Bubbles Up Lounge. I think this is the official piano club section, so it's a shame all of these sections have so much music playing right now. I hope I don't have to mute very much of it on this video for copyright hits. All right, this is the photo gallery area where you come and view your photos that's been taken by photographers on the ship. And you can purchase, and we get a good view of the flip-flop atrium area. And this is called the Permanent Reminder. It is a tattoo parlor. You can book a session to get a tattoo here on board. And I will tell you, that's very popular. We are entering now the shops area. As far as I know, there are only these 2 shops. I could have missed a third one, I'm not sure. Left side is jewelry. And this is clothing and trinkets and knickknacks. Here's the Margaritaville store. Anything you could imagine Margaritaville. And if for some reason you're extremely particular and can't find anything to eat on the ship, maybe you could find some snacks in this section. Okay, here is the Havana Daydreamin' Sports Bar. This is a very cold venue. So if you get warm or hot, this is a good place to come hang out to cool down. It's really neat. They have several different seating sections that are like cut off from one another. To the left is one, straight ahead is another one. And I'll take you around the corner here, and here is another section. And if you can see through the windows, it's dark outside right now, but this is the open deck area on deck 3 that you can walk around the ship. Not fully, it doesn't go all the way around the ship, but it is a shaded section where you can walk. And the hangout apparently is closed. It says adult free zone, so that is a kids section. All right. Continue on. I think this is just another entrance to the theater. Yes, the Stars on the Water Theater. So we have made it to forward, the very front of the ship. So I think that is all of the inside decks. So I will meet you up on Lido here in just a moment. Okay, so we've made it to the Lido deck, deck 9. This is the salon. We're at the front of the ship, forward. So you can visit this area if you want a haircut or anything like that. Land Shark, here we are. This is the Land Shark pool and bar area. The ship does have 3 pools that I'm aware of. The Lido deck, the main Lido deck has 2, and it's divided by the Land Shark Lookout bar area. So there's the big screen. I don't know if they show movies. I'm sure they do. I've not seen anything. It's not like you don't get an itinerary of your full cruise. It goes day by day. So you find out, you get a paper copy in your cabin the night before of what's going on the next day, and then you can go on the website and download the day of your itinerary. So I don't really like that aspect of Margaritaville, but I'm always like, you're on a cruise, so just enjoy yourself. Okay, here is the second pool section for the Lido deck. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's Jimmy Buffett. And there's the stage area. This is where they have the sail-away party. Lots of fun. Cheeseburger in Paradise. If you're familiar with Carnival, that's very much like Guy's Burger. Very similar, and they're very, very good. Also, here's the Mexican Cutie Cantina. Very similar to the Blue Iguana on Carnival. So we will enter the main buffet area. Port of Indecision Buffet. Love this name of this. So you'll see some early risers in here, like myself. Okay, we're coming up on the first section of the buffet. This is usually just the general buffet items that you can find. There's this side, and then just beyond is another side, and they usually are serving the same thing. As you can see right there, they're starting to put out some fruit and probably some continental breakfast items. So we'll walk over here on this side. And then just beyond these seats here is another section rather. And the section that people really look forward to on a ship. Right now they don't have the food I'm talking about because it'll be breakfast time, but this is Frank and Lola's Pizzeria. So right now it's an omelet station, but usually it's a pizza area. I haven't tried it yet. I've heard it's absolutely delicious. This is only our second full day on the 7-day cruise, so I will definitely be trying that. And here is another area back here. So good morning. Plenty of food options on this ship. And then here is Margaritaville Coffee Shop. They'll have desserts for an upcharge, coffee for an upcharge, specialty coffee. Okay, let's continue on out to the adults only section on the aft of the ship. The Tiki Bar and Pool and Tiki Grill. I apologize for not filming this in daylight. Maybe I'll try to get out here and get some footage, but it's always crowded any other time once the sun rises. So as you can see, there is the Tiki Bar section. Let me go backtrack just a little bit and show you these. I was trying to get out of the music, so sorry about that. I'll get away from the music. This is the Tiki Grill section. For an, food for an upcharge. Island Eats is the name there. You can see on the wall. This is the tiki bar. And here's another section. I don't know what they have out here. I apologize for that. I haven't been out here very much. Like I said, it's only the second day of our cruise. I will try to come out here and get some more footage and maybe put that in this video as well. I'll insert it somewhere. Okay, so I'm just walking to the aft of the ship to see if I can get some good footage of the wake. I don't know that I will. I think you should be able to see it. I could stand here for hours and watch that. Okay, so let's head up a deck. Okay, I will try and get better footage of this later on this morning, maybe when the sun comes up, so I will catch you then. Okay, so as promised, I've made it back to deck 10 when it's a little bit brighter outside. So here we go. We're at the aft of the ship. This section we have the water slide. Where you exit the water slide, you go up to deck 11 and then take some stairs up those two stacks there to the top of the slide. I will not be trying the slide out. I don't really care for water slides, especially those section of water slides. They tend to hurt my back. So anywho, enough about me. So I'll continue on deck 10. This is not designated as a walking track, but people use it as a walking track because there's really not a walking track on the Islander, unfortunately. But as you can see, there's plenty of room here. I think they will eventually put out some loungers today. You can get a really good view of the smokestack. As you can tell, this used to be a Costa class ship, if you are familiar with that. The Islander is very similar to the Spirit class on Carnival. Margaritaville did purchase it from Costa Cruise Line. They are also owned by Carnival Corporation, Costa that is, not Margaritaville. So that's why it is similar to a Carnival Spirit class. I love the ship. It's really a good size. It's smaller than the Conquest class, but I really like this ship. I will definitely like to cruise Margaritaville again. I have no complaints. Okay, so we are coming up on the pool area, looking down on deck 9 Lido. So get a different vantage point here. We are walking from the aft of the ship to forward. So as you can see, there are lots of loungers here. We have not had a problem finding anywhere to relax, sit. Okay, this section here is considered the second level of the Landshark bar. Yes, I got that right. And then there is a third level up above there. So I don't know if you've watched any other videos, but they like to say that is the world's only 3-level pool bar on a cruise ship. Okay, so we are entering the smoking section. I'm going to try to get through here pretty quick and maybe get to the deck 11. No, I'm not going to be able to. They've got it roped off. No worries. Okay, I'm going to go back towards the aft of the ship and try to get to the upper levels on this end. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've made it up to deck 11. Aft of the ship has a view of the water slide. Caribbean amphibian play pad and slide. So this is a good section for kids or kids at heart, I guess, to come and have a good time in the water. It's not that big. It won't take us long to go through this section. So if you go around here, if my memory serves me correctly, this will not lead to anywhere outside. I think it goes back indoors. Yes. So let's head up to deck 12. Not much up here, just a decent sized lounging area in front of the smokestack. So if you like to be in full sun with no obstructions, this is a perfect area, because obviously they will set the lounge chairs up later today. All right, let's head down. Back down to deck 11. Another unobstructed section of loungers, if that's what you like. A little noisy through here from all of the equipment at the smokestack on the ventilation system. Okay, I think that's gonna wrap it up. I don't think I can get to the other section. That was like a sports area. They've got it roped off this morning. I apologize for that. So I may try to get some footage later and insert it. Maybe some photos or something. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you don't follow us, I would invite you to like and subscribe and share our videos. And until next time, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for sticking with me through this video. Here are a few highlights from around the ship. Hope you enjoy.